You're going to.
Using spoon.
Yeah, lah.
Yeah, lah.
Very messy.
Yeah.
You all spoke about this together.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. Hi, I'm Urmila. Welcome to Urmi's Cakes. Today I've got my mother with me. She's going to show us how to make a vegan fish kulambu.
Today I'm going to make a vegan fish kulambu. The ingredients we have today: fenugreek seeds, and then we have garlic, 8 pips of garlic, 2 to 3 onions sliced, green chillies, a couple of green chillies, 2 sprigs of curry leaves, a bit of pounded garlic and onion, which I'll tell you when it comes in, a little bit of tamarind pulp, curry powder, turmeric powder, salt. Salt I've got a certain amount, but you can always add to taste. Okay, then we have this vegan fish. Then you slice it. I've sliced this into 14 pieces. I've pre-fried some, and I'm going to
Show how to deep
fry. Just a couple of pieces I'm doing deep frying now.
So I think the pieces are probably about 2 centimeters or 2.5 centimeters thick.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can deep fry the fish the day
Yeah,
before.
you can deep fry and keep it, or you can even air fry the fish. It's suitable. So this, because this gravy is a completely no oil gravy, this dish. So if you completely want to leave out the oil and deep frying, you can air fry. Cut it like this, air fry it for a few minutes, and you can add it to the gravy. I'm just showing you how to fry a couple of pieces. See, when it's golden brown like this, we can take it up. Okay, so now we are going to start with the gravy, and all these ingredients are actually going to go straight into the pot except for this, the coconut milk. Everything else and this vegan fish.
So she said except for the onion and garlic, pounded onion and garlic.
Yeah. So I'm going to just put it all in. Onions, the garlic so far, onions, the green chilli, the curry leaves, the fenugreek, the turmeric powder, and the curry powder, the salt. Okay, and I'll add, this is 7 cups of water here, and I put on the fire, the power on for the stove, yeah. I'm just going to mix it up. This will take about 15 to 20 minutes to boil. Once it starts boiling, then I'll probably reduce and let it simmer at a lower power. So now it's set, we just cover it and leave it to come to the boil.
What about the tamarind?
Oh, sorry, I forgot the tamarind. Give me the teaspoon. Yeah, it can go in now. Okay, the other thing is, if you don't want to use tamarind for whatever reason, health reasons, some people don't use, you can use tomato.
And how many?
Fresh tomatoes. Maybe for this recipe you can use about 3 tomatoes.
Our whole family loves eating this kulambu. So I'm waiting for lunchtime so that we can have this for lunch. So we're going to leave this to boil for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we'll show you what it looks like after that.
Okay, now that it's boiling, I'll reduce the flame a little bit so that it simmers. But looking at it, I think maybe I can add a couple of spoons more of curry powder, which I'm going to do now.
I'll make sure that the correct recipe and list of ingredients is in the description, so you can always double check that before you start cooking. So now it just has to keep boiling, right, until the curry powder is cooked.
Yeah.
And you can see the curry is quite watery right now, and as it boils, the
It will-
way to
It'll thicken a little. Okay, so we'll taste now and see the masala. Okay, I think maybe another 3-4 minutes, let it boil.
so now
we'll-
it's been about 15 or 20
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. So now the curry powder is cooked already and the gravy is thickened, you know. So now we are going to add the coconut milk in. This is about 1 cup and a little. Again, you can add more or less if you want to, depending on how spicy you like your gravy. So as it heats up, we can start adding the fish in. Okay. So I'm adding in all the pieces of vegan fish.
So for people who are new to vegan food and dishes, this vegan fish is made out of soybean sheets, and the outside, it looks like they've added a little bit of seaweed, which I think is what it is, but it's totally vegetarian and vegan. My mother and my aunties have all used it in different dishes so that we had a variety of items to eat and not just always tofu or dal.
Yeah.
So how long more does it have to boil?
Within 5 minutes, and then I'm going to add this chopped onion and garlic also.
Why do you add raw?
It gives a nice flavor. This is what my mother used to do. So I think it enhances the flavor of the kulambu.
But does it, do you do this for any kulambu as well?
No, mainly for this preparation. Yeah. I don't add it in the other kulambus that I do in different ways, but this way of cooking, I add this. So if you are doing with the drumstick, the muringakai and all, you can do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For the muringakai curry especially, this is nice. Okay.
It may seem like a very insignificant step, but it actually really adds a lot of flavor to the dish when you finish cooking it. So if you are trying this dish at home, or when you try this dish at home, taste the kulambu, the curry, before you add the raw onion and garlic, and then after you've added that, taste it again, and I can bet you 100% you will see the difference
Yeah.
in the flavor with and without.
Yeah. It does make a lot of difference.
You can even smell, you can smell the fresh garlic, so it adds another layer
Yeah.
of flavor.
Yeah.
So this curry is nice with warm rice, and we were just discussing in between our shoot that it would actually be nice with roti canai as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can add it to whatever thing you like. Maybe
And
not
even-
noodles, but
and-
definitely
And even with
rice.
regular bread,
Yeah.
white bread, brown bread, sourdough, you know, just break pieces and dip it into the gravy and eat
Yeah.
it. It's really nice. And this gravy will thicken because this pieces of vegan fish will absorb some of the gravy. So what it looks like, don't think that the curry is too watery. It will thicken after it sits for a while. And this curry is actually very nice if you keep it overnight in the fridge and heat it the next day and eat it with your rice or your roti canai. It will be really nice. Okay, so now the fire goes off and we close the pot for a little while and let it just sit for a while before we taste it with some rice.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Okay. Now we are going to take a piece of the fish.
Okay, so now for the best part. You get to taste.
The
Oh, you want to
vegan
taste
fish
first?
curry. No, you taste it, it's fine.
My mother is so used to feeding me that she doesn't even bother about herself most of the time. So we've just got a small piece of fish and the rice.
How is it? Is it good?
It's really good. I might have to end the video here so we can go and eat our lunch.
Yes.
Do you want to taste some?
Not now. No.
Okay.
You've tasted.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Happy cooking.